This is a very moving moment for me. I am leaving this state. Now a union territory, of course. After having put in approximately 24 years at the bar and 9 years as a judge. It's been a very interesting and challenging journey for me. I started in a good office of my brother. I started in the lower courts. And I can't forget my first appearance in the High Court. My senior colleagues in the office were very smart. So they had no hope of getting any relief for the client. So they thought that there is a precedent that if some newcomer comes and appears in the court and says that this is his first appearance, some relief may flow. So it was a very hopeless case. Then they handed it over to me and I appeared before Justice R.P. Sethi. Justice R.P. Sethi was known to be a person who would weed out frivolous cases within seconds. So when I started opening my case, so he just took about 10 seconds to know that there was nothing in it, so he was about to dictate and dismiss the case. So one of my smarter colleagues from behind said, "Sir, this is his first appearance." So that was my first relief which I got from the court. Now, this was the precedent, and after I became a judge, somebody tried that trick on me. So a counsel appeared and he said, he argued, and I said, "Sorry, there's not much in it." So somebody, maybe his colleague, said, "Sir, this is his first appearance." So I granted him relief. Later on, I was told that he was already 2 years into practice. So I said, "Okay, he's become a smart one." So I said, "Let me get an opportunity to settle my scores with him." So, as luck would have it, and bad luck for him, what happened that the same matter came up before me after a couple of months. And I imposed 5,000 cost on him. So, this is the cat and mouse game, which generally, goes on between lawyers and judges. But that is in good humor. I mean, there's nothing against that. So, that was my story of my first appearance, and the journey went on. During those times when I joined the profession, there was a different set of senior lawyers. So we had Mr. R.P. Bakshi, who was very good in criminal law. Mr. L.K. Sharma was ruling the roost in civil law. Then we had some very noble advocates, like Lala Dwarkanath Gupta, like Mr. Devraj Khajuria, Mr. S.D. Sharma. They were good at civil law, but very noble. I mean, one would like to touch their feet. If they appeared at courts, the judges were respectful. That is the type of respect which they enjoyed. Money was not their consideration. That was the atmosphere. They were stalwarts. There were very few of those left in our system. Of course, Mr. L.K. Sharma is there. And therefore my piece of advice is that you must respect such seniors who have tremendous experience, full of knowledge. Gain that benefit, share those experiences, that knowledge, utilize them, seek their guidance. It will help you a lot. I used to come to Srinagar as an advocate, but I never felt that I was leaving my home ground. I found lawyers here so affectionate, so hospitable. They were always inviting me, "Please come and stay with us. Please come and have food with us." You know, your hospitality is famous the world over. You are known. Even the poorest man invites you to his house and then offers the best of cuisine, even when it stretches his financial limits. This is something very unique. This is not prevalent in the rest of the country or maybe the world. This is something which is unique to your character, that you are basically so hospitable. So hospitable. I found the advocates very bright here. My interaction at that time was generally with Mr. Zafar Qureshi, whom I used to, refer cases, Mr. Zafar Shah, then Mr. Riaz Jan. These were the people I used to interact with. That time I had no connection with Mr. Qayyum, who was also doing extremely well. But these were the people whom I would refer, and my cases were dealt with, generally, if I could make it. Then when my work increased, I asked Mr. Zafar Shah, please tell me some good counsel in Srinagar, junior counsel, who can handle my cases in my absence. And he recommended the name of Mr. Tahir Shamsi. So when I met Mr. Tahir Shamsi, he was a young advocate, good looking, fresh, so polite, so respectful. And he would handle my cases in my absence. He would appear at secret judgments. And now I've seen how he has grown and shaped as a very good lawyer. And you see now he's the AST and wish him all the best in life. You see, this is the transition which a junior advocate makes. You see, over a period of time on account of his sincerity to work, etc., and both at sides. Never feel that you are, there's nobody to guide you. There's always the destiny which takes you to greater heights. So, this has been my journey, you see, as an advocate. And I got elevated in 2013. At that time, the collegium was constituted of Justice Mansoor Mir, Justice Virinder Singh, Justice Khalifullah. They thought that I was perhaps good enough to discharge my duties on this side of the courtroom, on the bench. I'm ever so grateful to them for having considered me so. If it was not so for them, perhaps I would have been addressing you today. And I would have been welcoming Mr. Nargal from the other side. We welcome Justice Nargal on the bench and is a good substitute. And I wish him a very successful career, you see, in future. On the bench, I can't tell you the support that I've got from all my brother judges. The only heat that gets generated was during the full court meetings, but that is always temporary. The heat generated is on issues, that's all. But I can tell you that you have got the best judges who can compete with the best in the country. They are so patient, they are so knowledgeable. I would miss the humor of Justice Shukla. He is a very humorous person, cracks jokes that would, de-stress us in the common room very often. Even in the bar, we used to enjoy a lot together. Justice Tashi has been my friend right from law college in the university. He's a noble person. All the honorable judges are in fact an asset. An asset, you see, to this High Court. Honorable Justice Mithal, I can tell you, is one of the finest human beings that I have come across. I remember I learned a lot from Justice M.M. Kumar because I used to sit with him when I first got elevated. Then came Justice Paul Vasant Kumar, an excellent human being. We remember him from his goodness, his polite behavior. And then I can't but appreciate Honorable Justice Mithal. We are also lucky, sir, to have you as our leader, and we have learned so much. And the manner in which you could carry your flock together with dignity and respect without compromising their self-respect in any manner is itself a great achievement, because views sometimes may be such that it may create some sort of a misunderstanding, but that never arose with due lordship at the helm of affairs. You know, I have never felt more at home. I always used to love coming to Kashmir because it was like a picnic for me. I mean, the natural beauty and the climate and the love and affection which I've always got from you is absolutely unparalleled. I will always cherish these memories. I'll carry them along with me till I'm alive. You see, on the lighter side, we generally have two references. One is on transfer, one is on retirement, and one is on death. So, wherever I go, you see, I ever so cherish these memories. And on this day, all of you are present in such large numbers. This is quite overwhelming. Since morning I've been meeting so many advocates who have genuinely expressed their affection for me, and I think this has been my real success. I wish you all the best. Please treat me as your friend when you come to Bombay. I've promised a few good-looking advocates some role in the film industry.